occupied Palestinian territories, including the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Israel's eagerness to revive the war and to resume its campaign of violence must be thwarted with a united resolve. Excellencies, peace cannot be sustainable as long as actions by Israel in the occupied West Bank continue. Military raids, settler violence, and illegal land annexations intensify with every passing day. These are not isolated incidents, but part of a deliberate strategy to erase Palestinian identity from its homeland. It is ethnic cleansing in real time. Excellencies, the international humanitarian law remains under brazen assault in the occupied Palestinian territory. This must stop. Israel must be held accountable for its serious violations and grave breaches, for its willful and wanton disregard of international humanitarian law. The UNRWA last year mandated the convening of a conference of high contracting parties to the 4th Geneva Convention. We regret that contrary to our expectations, the conference of high contracting parties could not take place in Geneva and deliver on its mandate. Excellencies, the Muslim Ummah must take it unequivocally clear. Any attempt to forcibly relocate the Palestinian people, whether from Gaza or the West Bank, is ethnic cleansing and a war crime under international law. The OIC must categorically reject any proposal that seeks to eject the Palestinians from their own homeland. No external force has the right to dictate their future to the Palestinians. They must determine their own future through an exercise of self-determination. The OIC must stand united against any sinister agenda aimed at altering the demography of the occupied Palestinian territories. Excellencies, we also strongly condemn the arrogant statement by the Israeli Prime Minister suggesting that the Palestinian state be established in Saudi Arabia. This is an insult to the entire Muslim Ummah. Pakistan expresses its full solidarity with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and commends its steadfast support for the Palestinian issue. Excellencies, this is a defining moment for the Muslim Ummah. History will not judge us by our words, but by our actions. The Palestinian people do not seek statements of sympathy. They need concrete measures to end their suffering and secure their liberation from Israeli occupation. The OIC must rise to this challenge with unity, resolve, and purpose. Another Nakba cannot be and must not be allowed to happen. Excellencies, to move beyond the perpetual cycle of violence and destruction in the occupied Palestinian territory, Pakistan recommends the following urgent and decisive steps. First, the full and immediate implementation of the 3 phases of the ceasefire agreement. This includes a permanent cessation of hostilities, the complete withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza, unrestricted humanitarian access, and a comprehensive reconstruction plan. Pakistan fully supports call for implementation of the UN Security Council Resolution 2735 of 2024. A ceasefire that does not lead to a sustainable peace will only delay the next catastrophe. Number 2, Israeli aggression in the West Bank must end. The destruction of refugee camps in Jenin, Tulkarm, Nur al-Shams and Al-Fara mirrors the devastation in Gaza. Forced displacements, illegal land annexations, and sexual violence must be reversed in accordance with the UN Security Council Resolutions 2720 of 2024 and 2334 of 2016. The legal and historical status of the Haram al-Sharif Al-Aqsa Mosque must be upheld. Number 3, the Palestinians must receive expanded and unhindered humanitarian assistance. UNRWA must be allowed to operate without obstruction. Israel has a legal duty under Article 2, Sub-Article 5 of the UN Charter to facilitate its work. The UN Secretary General Resolution ARES 79/232 of 2024 reinforces the obligation and condemns all attempts to hinder humanitarian aid. The deliberate targeting of aid agencies is a moral outrage and a violation of international law. Humanitarian relief must never be weaponized. Number 4, the forced displacement of Palestinians must be recognized as a red line. The OIC must collectively oppose and block any attempt to relocate Palestinians from their homeland, whether through direct coercion or under the guise of humanitarian relief and reconstruction. Any such move constitutes ethnic cleansing and a grave violation of international law. Number 5, you must ensure the revival of a credible and irreversible political process toward a two-state solution and the establishment of an independent, sovereign Palestinian state within pre-1967 borders with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. This is the only viable path to durable peace. The OIC must mobilize its collective influence to press for the recognition of the State of Palestine as a full member of the United Nations. The upcoming June conference, co-chaired by France and Saudi Arabia, is an important opportunity for the peaceful resolution of the Palestinian question and the implementation of the two-state solution. Number 6, the OIC must take decisive diplomatic and economic measures to hold Israel accountable for its crimes in Gaza and the West Bank. This should include trade restrictions, sustained diplomatic pressure, and legal action at the International Court of Justice. Excellencies, Pakistan welcomes the Gaza reconstruction plan prepared by the Arab Republic of Egypt. We believe the plan offers a balanced, practical, and efficient approach to rebuilding Gaza. The fact that the Palestinians have been taken on board in finalizing the plan and are envisaged to hold key roles in shaping their future imparts further credence to the plan. It also manifests the pan-Islamic spirit of solidarity and unanimity on the issue of Palestine. Excellencies, I take this opportunity to warmly welcome Syria back into the fold and family of the OIC. Pakistan supports the stabilization of Syria through an inclusive, Syrian-owned and Syrian-led political process. We are committed to upholding Syria's unity, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, and hope that Syria plays its role as an active part of the OIC fraternity. Excellencies, Pakistan remains steadfast in the commitment to the Palestinian cause. As an elected member of the UN Security Council for the years 2025 and 2026, Pakistan will continue to work with the OIC and Arab partners to mobilize global support for the Palestinian right to self-determination, justice and peace. The OIC must act with urgency and determination. Freedom and justice for Palestine cannot be delayed any longer.
वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इशाक़ डार का OIC वज़ीर ख़ारजा इजलास से खिताब। पाकिस्तान मुश्किल वक्त में फ़लस्तीनियों के साथ खड़ा है। उन्होंने कहा कि इसराइल फ़लस्तीनियों पर मज़ालिम बंद करे। आज गज़ा तारीख तरीन दौर से गुजर रहा है। गज़ा का बुनियादी इंसानी ढांचा तबाह हो चुका है।